The American Forest Foundation was created to ensure the sustainability of America's family forests for present and future generations, and to increase public awareness about the benefits family forests provide. We believe all Americans have a stake in the future of our nation's forests, and that forest owners are stewards of a vital resource that provide value to their communities, the nation, and the world. First, we must stem the loss of America's family-owned woodlands. More than 50 million acres of privately owned forest are at risk from development, climate change, bugs, diseases, fire, and all those other threats. We must expand the tools we offer to family forest owners to help them become better stewards. Tools like mylandplan.org, which give these people the ability to create a personalized management plan to deal with emerging threats to their forest. Second, we must increase the involvement of woodland owners in conservation. Fewer than 5% of America's 22 million woodland owners have any kind of management plan. We need to increase the number of folks engaged in sustainably managing their land, and we can do it through new innovative outreach. Third, we must ensure that decision makers understand the public benefits that come from private working forests. On the policy side, we need to ensure that policies like forest conservation programs support the stewardship of family forest owners on the ground. Fourth, we must prepare the next generation to understand the importance of America's forests to our quality of life and economic vitality. To that end, we provide professional development for 30,000 educators every year through our environmental education program, Project Learning Tree. More than 500,000 teachers in all 50 states have been trained to use PLT's curriculum, opening the door to America's outdoor heritage for more than 75 million students. We have a national network of volunteers in all 50 states who work with us to give family forest owners and educators the tools they need to be successful. More than 4,000 professional foresters and volunteers in our Family Forest Program, and more than 3,500 Project Learning Tree coordinators and volunteers. By giving our volunteer networks the tools they need to reach more people, we're able to leverage a wide circle of committed partners from other conservation groups, state education and natural resource agencies, and school districts. Our partners allow us to leverage a modest annual budget into a big impact, and we do that because we share everything we learn to help them become more effective. "70 years of experience in working with family forests and family forest owners. We know more than any other organization about these forests and the people that care for them. We respect their values, and we work with them to achieve their stewardship objectives. We're trusted by environmental groups, federal and state agencies, the forest products industry, and others. We have no agenda other than promoting the health of America's privately owned forests, and that lends us the credibility we need to activate and energize others in our work. And Project Learning Tree's unique approach to using forests as a window on the world also makes us an effective organization to help students learn outside and appreciate the natural world. We are a learning organization, committing to testing and evaluating everything we do to achieve greater impact. It's this commitment to continuous improvement that really makes us effective. At the American Forest Foundation, we measure success by constantly asking the following questions. How many family forest owners are involved in stewardship activities on their land? How many acres are they managing? What is the long-term impact on the ecological health of these forests and the economic vitality of the communities where we work? How many previously unengaged landowners have we recruited in vitally important forested landscape? Places such as the driftless area of Wisconsin and the piney woods area of Mississippi. We also look at how many champions for family forest owners are in Congress that we can count on. How many in federal and state agencies? And for Project Learning Tree, are we improving student performance? Are they learning more about environmental issues? And for our professional development for educators, are we preparing them to be better teachers, helping students learn more about the environment and the natural world? Most Americans assume that the federal government or the forest products industry, big companies, are responsible for our nation's forests. In fact, the largest percentage of our nation's forests is owned by family forest owners, 22 million of them. When many Americans hear about family-owned forests, they think of wealthy landowners who have thousands of acres, somebody like Ted Turner. In reality, your average family forest owner isn't wealthy and they don't own a ton of land. Most importantly, most people have no idea of the value family forest owners provide to all of us. Clean water, clean air, carbon mitigation, wildlife habitat, outdoor recreation, good-paying jobs, healthy rural economies. All of these are benefits provided by family forest owners. They are in a real sense the great unsung heroes of American conservation, and it's an honor to be able to go to work every day to support them in their efforts. Project Learning Tree has helped prepare the next generation for the future they'll inherit. This award-winning environmental education program has reached more than 500,000 teachers and more than 75 million students. The American Tree Farm System is the first, largest, and most respected sustainably managed certification system for family-owned forests. It has more than 80,000 members that manage over 20 million acres. We're helping these families keep their forests healthy and more resilient for the long term. And that benefits all Americans who care about clean air, clean water, wildlife habitat, and strong rural communities. Our organization is facing its greatest set of challenges right now. Family forest owners are in general getting older, and there are real questions about whether the next generation will demonstrate the same commitment to their land. At the same time, declining state and federal budgets, declining corporate budgets have drastically reduced the amount of technical assistance available to help these landowners become better stewards of their land. Family forest owners are facing a perfect storm. Climate change, which brings severe weather and drought, more bugs, weeds, and disease, and along with weak markets that make it more difficult to reinvest in good management on the ground. They have fewer resources and places to turn for support. It all adds up to some really tough challenges to keep forests as forests. We also know that the epidemic of nature deficit disorder, the fact that our children are spending less and less time outdoors, threatens the ability of the next generation to embrace the responsibility of forest conservation. These are our challenges and our opportunities. We would develop new and innovative tools to reach unengaged woodland owners and move them into better stewardship on their land. This would include creating programs and support networks to keep them engaged now and into the next generation, helping family forest owners adapt to climate change and implementing on-the-ground conservation programs that have lasting impact on ecological and economic imperatives in key landscapes in the United States. Finally, we'd continue to improve Project Learning Tree to embrace the new Common Core standards, the Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math Initiative, and new science standards, all of which are driving rapid change in the classroom. This will ensure that environmental education is a must-have, not a nice-to-have. The gaps that we need to fill are clear, and they're mostly ones of scale. 95% of family forest owners haven't taken steps to protect their forest against emerging threats. If we can reach even a quarter of them, the impact on the health of our nation's forests, clean water, clean air, productive habitat, would be incredible. And while 500,000 teachers use Project Learning Tree to engage students in environmental education, that leaves 4.2 million educators who could be using our curriculum to improve student achievement and prepare their students to face tomorrow's forest and environmental challenges.